to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them is going to back down.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First carry of the game for Zamir White. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go right back to White here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And on 4th and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, You talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. On second down, Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. The Panthers at 15-1 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now. Burks, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The ball didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Coming left, it's Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Bonds. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Bonds. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Ingram is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Well, the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them, because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect to it for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Greer. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Ingram again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he stopped immediately there. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to use check. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Off play action. Bonds. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Back to throw. Bonds. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And take it right on the 30. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Bonds.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, what a juke into space.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Bonds. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
So on fourth down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did.
But thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco had Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On second and 10, Mahomes over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From midfield, here's Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 34. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
throwing on first down. Bonds. This one caught by Davis. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Operating from the gun. Bonds. Open man is Chase, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Cards trying to finish that one off.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On first down, Bonds. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle they go. Burks. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bonds. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Bonds. And incomplete on the deep ball. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Bonds. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Bonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Bonds. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To throw on 2nd down. Bonds. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st down, they'll go to and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Mahomes going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I think he tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And
We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Up the middle, Ingram. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A late lead change. The Saints now in front. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. If it's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Mahomes to throw once more. Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Burks. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Bonds.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Carolina, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Minnesota,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs.